Hey there, this is Danny, and welcome to this video where we're going to go over the notes of the piano. So this video is great if you're a beginner and you don't really know much about piano or hardly anything at all. So I'm going to quickly and hopefully easily explain to you what all the notes are on the piano. So let's start with just what they all are. The notes on the piano are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's the first 7 letters of the alphabet. Again, it starts right here and it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then what happens is it just repeats itself over and over again. So then it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on and so forth. So there are basically 7 notes of a piano, but there's more actually, as you can see. And we'll get to those in just a minute. But a great starting point, and actually where we should be starting, is middle C. And I'm going to show you where middle C is. So if you look at the logo here on my keyboard, it's close to that, and it's also, if you're playing on a regular piano, it's close to the logo on a regular piano. But if you take the logo and you just take the closest C note, this right here is middle C. And you can tell that it's a C because if you look at the black keys, there's always groups of 2 and groups of 3. So here's 2, 3, and that repeats itself as well, all the way up and down the keyboard. And you take the group of 2 black keys and you go 1 note down from the left one. So here's the 2 black keys down right here. And this is middle C because it's the closest one to the logo and basically the center of the piano. So middle C is a good starting point, and it's good when you're playing generally to put your thumb on the note middle C and then the rest of your fingers like that. And again, that's a video for another lesson. But C is a great place to start. And then of course, if you go up from here, the notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then it's right back to C. And that's 1 octave. So those are all the white keys basically. You have them all there. They just repeat themselves over and over all throughout the piano. So just remember that although A is the first letter of the alphabet, C is actually the best starting point when you're trying to get oriented with the piano, and you'll discover more about that as you learn more about the piano. So then that brings us to the black keys. What about the black keys? So these are called sharps and flats. And I'm going to write in the description about all these things so you can look down there as well. So let's talk about sharps first. A sharp means that you take a note and you go up 1 half step. Whenever we're going up the piano, we're going to the right. So that's the higher notes. So what you're doing, it's if you're having a sharp, then let's take this note, middle C once again. If you want a C sharp, then what you do is you go up a half step. And this is C sharp. So a half step means that there are no notes in between. So this is a half step. This is a half step. There's no notes in between. It's a space that's right next to it, basically. So if we take this note and sharp it, then we get C sharp. And let's take another one. Let's take D. So we have middle C and then we have D, right? So if we want a D sharp, then we take our D and we sharp it. So this is D sharp. And that's that. And then if we take one more, here's C, D, E, F. This is the note F. And here's F sharp. F sharp. All right, so that's that for the sharps. You can take any note and make it sharp, which means, as a quick side note, that you can take B and make it sharp as well, because you're taking it and you're sharping it just up 1 half step with no spaces, which is also the note C. We don't do this very often. It's mostly used in classical music in rare occasions. So you don't have to think about B sharp. You also don't have to think about E sharp very much, because this is the note F. But just in theory, that is how it works. You can sharp any note. Now, let's get to the flats. You can also flat any note. So a sharp goes up the piano and a flat goes down the piano 1 half step. Just like for sharps. A sharp goes up 1 half step and a flat goes down 1 half step. No spaces in between. All right, so if we were to take the note D and flat that, here is our D flat. So this same note is a C sharp or a D flat. This note is an E flat, right? Because we have middle C, D, E, and this is E flat. So let me say it again. Sharp goes up and a flat goes down. Now if we were to continue up the keyboard, here's the note G. We have C, D, E, F, G, and so here's G flat. So this note is either F sharp or G flat. And that is how it goes. The same pattern repeats itself all the way up and down the piano. It doesn't change. So with this knowledge, you should be able to find any note on the piano. And please let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section, and I'd love to hear from you, and I'll help you as much as I can. So thank you so much for watching.